Here is something most people don't realize until it's already costing them years. Survey shows that more than half of adults under 45 feel financially behind, even though many of them are working full time and doing everything right. That feeling like you're constantly catching up isn't because you're bad with money. It's because no one taught us the rules that actually matter. In this video, I'm breaking down 10 personal finance tips that can completely change how you handle money. And the seventh rule in this video is my favorite because it's the one that finally made money feel calm instead of stressful. So let me talk to you like I talk to a close friend, not a finance guru, and walk through 10 personal finance rules that almost everyone in this generation learns too late. This isn't about being rich, it's about not constantly worrying. Money stress usually doesn't come from one bad decision or one bad purchase. It comes from normal habits repeating quietly for years. And today, let's fix that. Rule number one: if you don't track your money, it will disappear. One of the most consistent findings across money surveys is this: most people can't accurately say where their money went last month. And honestly, that makes sense. Think about how we spend now. Subscriptions renew silently, food delivery when you're exhausted, and one tap purchases. None of these feels reckless, but together they drain your account without asking permission. Tracking isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. If you don't look at your money, it decides for you. Rule number two: lifestyle inflation doesn't announce itself. Data shows that when income increases, spending almost always rises alongside it. Not dramatically, but quietly. Better phone, slightly nicer place, and more convenience. And suddenly, the race that was supposed to help you breathe just disappears. The trap is in spending more. Raises should reduce stress, not lock you into it. Rule number three: most emergencies are actually predictable. A well known survey found that a large portion of adults would struggle with a small emergency expense. But here's the thing: car repairs aren't rare, medical costs aren't shocking, and unexpected travels happen. Calling them unexpected keeps people unprepared. An emergency fund doesn't stop problems, but it stops panic. Rule number four: credit cards aren't dangerous. Confusion is. A lot of people in this generation either fear credit cards or misuse them, and both come from same place, not understanding how they work. Interest, grace periods, and minimum payments. Studies show that people who understand these basics use credit card more safely, regardless of income. Credit is a tool, but only if you can see the instructions. Rule number 5: saving at the end of the month rarely works. And let me tell you why. Surveys show something fascinating. People who save automatically are far more consistent than people who save manually. And it's not because they're smarter or more disciplined, it's because life gets in the way. There's always something: a friend's birthday dinner, a surprise car repair, a limited time deal you swear is a once in a lifetime opportunity. When you tell yourself, I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month, you're assuming your self control will be perfect every single day. But self control gets tired. By the time rent is paid and life has happened, there is usually not much left to save. Automatic saving flips the script. The money moves before you can debate it, justify it, or spend it. No decisions, no willpower, and no stress. And for this, you don't have to be disciplined. And that's why saving first always works. Rule number 6: willpower is overrated, especially in today's generation. Willpower sounds great until real life shows up. By the end of the day, you have already made hundreds of decisions: what to wear, what to eat, emails, messages, traffic, work stress, and whatnot. And then your phone lights up: a sale notification, a food delivery ad, and just one more episode. That's not weakness, that's decision fatigue. Research shows the more choices we make, the worse our financial decisions become. That's why impulse buys happen at night. That's why budgets fail after long days. And that's why I'll start tomorrow feels logical. The people who actually make progress don't rely on motivation. They remove decisions. They automate savings. They unsubscribe from temptation. They make the good choice the easy choice. Because in today's world, discipline isn't about trying harder. It's about designing systems that work when you're tired. Rule number 7. My favorite rule, which is separating your money by purpose. This rule alone explains why money feels so emotional. Most people dump everything into one account: rent, groceries, fun money, savings, all mixed together. So every swipe turns into stress. Can I afford this coffee or am I messing up my rent? And that constant second guessing isn't about being bad with money, it's about confusion. When money has clear lanes, everything changes. Bills are protected, which makes no more surprises. Spending has limits, which makes the guilt go down. Savings happen on purpose and not if there's something left. Your brain finally gets to relax, and this rule won't make you rich overnight, but it will make money feel quiet, and calm is where progress actually starts. Rule number 8. Wanting money isn't greed, it's wanting options. When surveys ask people why they want more money, the top answers aren't luxury. They are less stress, more freedom, and more security. Money isn't about flexing, it's about margin. Margin to say no, margin to handle surprises, and margin to live without constant anxiety. Rule number 9. Cutting cost has limit, earning doesn't. You can only cut so much before life feels miserable. Research shows that long term financial progress is more strongly tied to income growth than extreme frugality. Budgeting keeps you afloat, but earning more creates more space, skills, negotiation, side income, and ownership. Thinking bigger beats pinching forever. Rule number 10. Lending money changes relationships faster than almost anything. Money can change people and relationships overnight. It usually starts with good intentions. A friend is short on rent, a family member needs something temporary. You want to help, so you say yes. But once money enters the relationship, everything shifts. Texts feel awkward, conversations get tense, you start wondering if they'll ever pay you back, and they feel judged. Studies on financial conflict show money is one of the biggest sources of relationship tension. And the problem isn't helping people. The mistake is expecting repayment when emotions are involved. The safest rule is simple: only lend money when you can afford to never see again. If it comes back, great. And if it doesn't, you kept your peace and the relationship intact. If you notice a pattern here, it's this: money problems aren't about intelligence, they're about structure. And most of us were never taught systems that work with real life, which is stress, emotions, and bad days included. The best part: one effective solution. If you do one thing after this video, do this. Stop trying to remember what to do with money. Build a system that runs automatically instead of living in your head. Separate accounts so every dollar has a job. Automate your savings so progress happens without effort. Set simple rules so decisions are already made. When money stops demanding your attention, stress drops, mistakes shrink, and progress becomes predictable. You don't need more discipline, you need a better system. If this felt like an advice you'd hear from your friend who actually understands money, hit like. It helps more people see this. And subscribe if you want more calm, practical conversations like this. No hype, no guilt, just clarity. And tell me in the comments which rule hit you the hardest. I'll see you next time.